Here is today's casting pattern. Hollow plastic. Interesting looking, should make a good casting for Halloween. Now this mold is prepared with one of these hollow plastic skulls inside it. I'm going to fire up the furnace and melt some aluminum. The furnace is lit. We'll wait for liquid aluminum. The aluminum's melted. I'm ready to skim the dross and do the casting. I got my pour. The mold seemed to fill okay, so hopefully in 15 or 20 minutes, when that's cooled enough for me to bust it open, we'll see if we got a nice Halloween casting or not. Now I'm not done casting today. Here I have a Halloween skeletal hand plastic thingy. I'm going to put this into a sand mold and see if I can get a skeleton hand. The plastic hand I just showed is now set up in this mold, so I'm going to melt another batch of aluminum and pour this. Now this won't take as long because the furnace is already hot from the first pour, so I'll let this melt, skim the dross. We'll try to cast a skeleton hand for Halloween. Time to skim the dross and do the pour. Got the pour, hope it worked. I'm not sure the hand worked. It'll be interesting to open the mold, but it didn't seem to admit a lot of aluminum, so maybe I'm only going to have a 2 or 3 fingered bird claw hand. Well, we'll see what comes out of there in 15 or 20 minutes when it's cooled down a bit. The skull head mold has cooled off a fair bit, so let's see what, if anything's, inside. Wire brush. It looks like I got a pretty much perfect casting. Got to dunk it in the rain barrel though, it's still insanely hot. This aluminum casting came out quite nicely. This should clean up quite well with the sandblaster and the wire brush. Here's a look at the hand. The aluminum did not flow all the way along the fingers. The plastic was probably much too thick for what I did, but I had to try it. I can just melt this down and do another skull head, I guess. For casting number 3, I've got another skull head inside a sand mold. The same head as shown on top of the mold is inside it. Here's why the casting I tried to do of the skeleton hand didn't work. The fingers were nearly solid plastic, as it turned out. The aluminum had no way to flow down and get in, so that's why I wound up with a palm of the hand and no fingers. At least there's an explanation. The aluminum's melted, it's time to skim the dross and do the last pour. So I'll shut off the furnace. Okay, the dross is skimmed. pour complete. I hope it worked. I hope this pour worked. The aluminum seemed a bit reluctant to enter at first, but it finally did. I hope I got a complete casting. Well, we'll see in 15 or 20 minutes when it stops smoking and cools down a wee bit. Let's break this mold open and see if we got anything. Ooh, what a lot of steam. Oh, we got a good casting. Yes. We got a very nice casting, as it turned out. I was worried because the aluminum had trouble entering the mold cavity, but it seemed to overcome the pouring difficulty and go in, leaving a very nice casting here. This will have to be quenched in the rain barrel and cleaned up. Here's a look at the new casting. It came out quite well.